Hello everyone and welcome into Coach Craig's Sports. This is the NBA DFS Core Pick video for Wednesday, October 30th. If you're joining me for the very first time, first of all, welcome in. Second of all, this is how today's video will be structured. I'll be going over my core picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel. I'll also be posting an injury report down in the comments section in the morning, so definitely on the lookout for that. I'll have some injury updates throughout the day as well as an updated core about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock as well. But without further ado, we're going to get right into it with the core picks for DraftKings. We're going to start off at the point guard position with Dennis Schroeder of the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are the lone team on the back-to-back for the DraftKings slate. On FanDuel, we also do have the Pelicans and the Warriors, but Dennis Schroeder, $5,900, off to a pretty strong start to the season, goes against the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant may or may not be playing in this game. If he plays, he is banged up, so should be a pretty favorable matchup for Dennis Schroeder and company just in general. But with all that being said, at $5,900, looking for 29-30 fantasy points on. He's averaging just under 36 on the season. Currently, I'm projected for 31-32, but definitely does have some upside for more at the same time as well. And then we move down to shooting guard with Zach LaVine. You could also play him at small forward. He is $7,300, looking for 36-37 to get that 5x value out of him. Goes against Orlando Magic, a little bit tougher matchup. Orlando's pretty decent on the defensive end, but Zach LaVine's had a pretty strong start to the year, averaging 40 fantasy points per game. Currently, I'm projected for about 39 tonight, but definitely does have a little bit of upside for more at the same time as well. Then we move down to small forward with Josh Hart, and I believe you can also play him at power forward. He's $6,100, looking for at least 31 fantasy points on him. He's averaging 34 on the season. He's been doing pretty well since that slow game one for the Knicks and Josh Hart, so definitely do like his upside once again. Currently, I'm projected for 35 fantasy points. Looks like one of the better values on the slate overall. And then we move down to power forward with Alexander Sarr of the Washington Wizards. $5,300, looking for 27 points on. He's averaging just under 23 so far. Pace up spot versus the Atlanta Hawks, coming off an injury in the preseason, so the minutes haven't quite been there as of late. I'm expecting that to kind of go up, and there's no Kyle Kuzma for this game, so there should be some extra uses to go around, potentially some extra minutes at the same time as well. So I definitely do like him quite a bit, and I currently have him projected for 28 DraftKings points. Then we move down to center, and I'm going to go with Isaiah Jackson here. He's $3,800. Assuming that Miles Turner is out for this game. If Miles Turner plays, this will turn into a different center. But Isaiah Jackson, $3,800, only looking for 19 fantasy points out, averaging 18 so far on the season. Obviously, if there is no Miles Turner, he's going to get a lot of run in this game just in general. And I currently have him projected for 26 DraftKings points, but definitely could have some upside for more at the same time as well. But with that being said, if you go with these five players that I do currently have listed here, you have $21,600 remaining. $7,200 remaining per player, so if you want to pay up for a stud player, that's definitely something you can do. And then if you want to go with a little bit more balanced approach, that's definitely a viable option on tonight's slate as well. I'm going to make for a pretty interesting 8-game main slate. We'll see if any other value does pop up throughout the day as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my core picks over there as well. So on the FanDuel side, we're going to start off at the point guard position. Got Davion Mitchell here for the Toronto Raptors. Emmanuel Quickley is doubtful for this game, and Scotty Barnes is going to be out. So there is going to be a lot of ball handling duties to be had. A lot of that's probably going to fall on Davion Mitchell. Some of it might fall on RJ Barrett at the same time as well. Do like Mitchell quite a bit. He's pretty good on the defensive end as well, which helps him out a little bit on FanDuel. $4,600, currently have him projected for 24. We're looking for at least 23 out of him to get that 5x value, but does have some pretty decent upside at the same time. Should be a pace-up spot versus the Charlotte Hornets as well. Then at shooting guard, we're going right back to Jordan Hawkins, $5,000, only looking for 25 out. Averaging 27 so far in the season. This will be a repeat of Tuesday night's game, which I am recording as that game is happening. So we'll see what Hawkins does in that game, but definitely do like him at this price tag once again. And I do currently have him projected for about 27 FanDuel points once again. Then we're going to move down to small forward. Josh Hart, $6,300. Looking for 31-32 out of him, essentially what he's been averaging so far in the season. Obviously, game one was bad for him and this Knicks team as a whole. Obviously, he didn't play a lot of minutes, but since then, he's been very good. I do definitely like him in this matchup versus Miami Heat. Maybe a little bit slower paced game, but still have him currently projected for 35 fantasy points, which makes him look like a really good value overall. And then at power forward, we're going to go down to Alexander Sarr, $5,600. Looking for 28 out of him. Coming off a decent game. Obviously, there's no Kyle Kuzma for this game, so extra minutes potentially to go around, extra usage to go around, which should benefit Sarr in a pretty big way. And with all that being said, currently have him projected for 29 FanDuel points tonight. It looks like a really solid value option at $5,600. Then we're going to move down to center with Ivica Zubac, $7,200, playing out of his mind so far this year. He's been getting big minutes. He's a guy that gets points. He gets rebounds. He is their second offensive option behind James Harden, with pretty much everybody else missing out of the picture at this point in time. Kawhi Leonard's obviously hurt. Paul George moved on to the 76ers, so Zubac is playing a major role. Going against DeAndre Ayton in the paint should be a pretty favorable matchup for him as well. Looking for at least 36 out of him at $7,200. He's averaging almost 47 FanDuel points per game. I know it's a small 3-game sample size, but he's definitely there so far this season. Currently, I'm projected for 41, but definitely does have some strong upside for more at the same time as well, which actually makes him look like one of the better value plays overall. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players that I do currently have listed here, you have $31,300 remaining, just over $7,800 remaining per player, so a good amount of money left over. Maybe you can pay up for 1 or 2 guys, pay down at some other spots, or if you want to go with a little bit more balanced approach the rest of the way, you can definitely do that at the same time as well. Should make for a very interesting slate, and then obviously on FanDuel, it has all the games, so it will be an 11-game slate, so definitely feel free to mix and match as you do see fit. But with that being said, that's what I do have in terms of the core picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to drop them down in the comments section, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Once again, I will be posting the early morning injury report down there as well, and then I will be posting the injury updates down in that comments section as well throughout the day, as well as the starting lineups as they do get announced throughout the evening. And then last but not least, I will be listing my updated core about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock, or as those changes do become available. But with that being said, if you are brand new to my channel, checking out for the very first time, or have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS. Right now, we have NBA DFS in terms of the core pick videos Tuesday through Friday. We got my NFL DFS player pool video going up once a week, typically on Saturdays. And then last but not least, if you're interested in sports betting, if you're interested in prop betting whatsoever, be sure to check out the links and promo codes down in the description below for BetUS, Prize Picks, and Parlay Play. If you're a brand new user on any one of those 3 sites, when you sign up, make your initial deposit, you will get a first match deposit bonus. For Prize Picks and Parlay Play, it's a 100% match up to $100. And then for BetUS, it's a 125% match up to $2,000. So some pretty great opportunities to be had out there. If you have any other additional questions related to that whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me, whether it's down in the comment section of this video or on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport, and be more than happy to help you with that journey as well. But with that being said, that's all that I truly have for today's video. Definitely do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Definitely means a lot to me. I hope that each and every one of you have a great rest of your day and some pretty good luck in NBA DFS for Wednesday, October 30th.